So the newest Disney Plus series, Andor, has been out for a couple weeks now, and I got to thinking about where Darth Vader would be during this show, and exactly what he would be doing as well. Also, if you haven't seen Andor yet, I highly recommend it because it's great, but I'm also not going to be spoiling anything from the show for the people who haven't seen it yet. So to get a good understanding on what he would be doing at this exact time, we need to know what was going on before then. We will start about 2 years before Andor, where we can see Vader working on his temple on Mustafar, made with the purpose of building a gateway to the in-between realm, where he attempted to bring Padme back. After it proved unsuccessful, he gave up on trying to save Padme for a while. Soon after this is when he would be distracted by the return of his old master Obi-Wan Kenobi, filling him with blind rage, making him use every resource in his power to find him. And after losing to him in their final fight, he would be told by Sidious himself to forget about his old master, leading Vader to completely devote himself to Sidious, leaving the Jedi hunting to remain to the Inquisitors only. Now, catching up with Andor leaves a bit of a gap, which is why I think we may see Vader at least once in this series, because at the time Vader was doing Sidious's bidding so that Palpatine could continue to act like an old frail man in the eyes of the galaxy. But where we can really get a great look at what Vader may have been doing behind Sidious's back would be in some Legends material, which I personally find way more interesting. Now, during the Jedi Purge, Vader discovered a young boy who was very strong in the Force named Galen Merrick. Vader would take the boy with him, teaching him the ways of the dark side. You see, Vader wasn't nearly strong enough to take out Sidious on his own, so he thought that if he trained someone as strong as Galen, that together they could kill the Emperor and rule the galaxy as they see fit, maybe even finding a way to bring back Padme. But with Vader's luck, this would go the complete opposite, as Galen would betray his orders time and time again, so he killed the boy, instead opting to clone him, making his perfect apprentice. The new and improved Starkiller served Vader for a very long time, until he would again betray Vader. This time though, he escaped with his life. Now, while it wouldn't make much sense for any of this to fit into canon, it's not to say that some form of the story couldn't be fit into the gap where Vader was with the Emperor. And if we do get to see a version of Starkiller in Star Wars canon, who's to say he won't get extremely nerfed, as not to stomp on the Skywalker legacy. I personally think a secret apprentice from Vader in canon would be really interesting, but at the end of the day, it just depends on how well it's done.